Afternoon guys, hope you're well. Welcome to my channel, welcome to a new vlog. Today's vlog I'm going to be discussing 5 factors that affect the value of your property. Now obviously the value of your property is dictated by the market, it's dictated by buyers, it's dictated by what a client is prepared to pay for the property. I mean that's where a value of the property come into it. But there's 5 factors that are linked to where the market thinks the property is worth as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the 5 factors. Again, if you're a buyer or seller, it's very useful for you guys to understand the logistics, how this works. And again, if there's something you think I've missed out, feel free to comment. The first thing that's going to affect the value of your property is the current sales prices. So this is properties that have currently or recently sold in your area, in your building, in your vicinity, similar to yours. We have websites like Reading and Property Monitor where we can actually get real figures. Now these figures don't give us the exact property itself, but it'll give an idea by the development, by the square footage, so we do get a rough idea of what the unit is. It doesn't tell us the floor and so forth, but it's a good tool to get an understanding. Okay, this is what's currently sold, and that is a very good indicator of what your property would be worth. Point number 2 would be location. I mean, a lot of real estate guys keep reiterating the point about location, but location is definitely the key. It affects the value of your property. If you have a property that is sea facing, if you have a property that has some kind of water views or a park view compared to a view where you have a construction or a future construction in front of you, or you just have another building and there's no light coming through. So the location of the unit, so it's not only the location of the development, it's also the location of the unit within. Point number 3 would be the condition of your property. The condition of the property affects the price and even the speed of the sale. I mean, when a client walks into the property, like they say, the first impressions really count. So if the condition of the property is good, it's always a very good selling point. Which is why when you see new developments being built, properties that they have a show apartments with furniture in them generally sell quite quickly, because people walk in and they get the wow factor. But I mean, even on a resale market, we're not talking about off plan now, if the condition of the property is well, it's presented well from the outside, the garden's well kept, it's clean, it's clutter free, the clients walk in, everything is where it's supposed to be. As an owner, as an agent, sorry, you would make sure, you tell the owner to make sure everything is clutter free as well, no pets are in the house when the viewing is taking place. But yeah, the condition makes a huge difference, because it really is, first impressions do really count. Point number 4 is competition. So competition would be what properties are currently on the market which are similar to yours. If you're competing with other properties on the market, you have to make sure you're aware of what properties are on the market as well. This is where the agent comes in, advises you of exactly what's on the market and what's not, and what the prices of these properties are, what the conditions of these properties are, the location and so forth. So as an owner, even you will get an understanding that if this is what I'm competing with, then we have to be very competitive with our pricing to ensure that ours stands out more than our competition. So competition is very important, and that's our point number 4. Point number 5 is timing of when you are selling the property. It's very important when you first put the property on the market. The first 30 days are crucial, and that's where the timing element comes into it, which is why the property from the offset should be marketed at the market price or at a very competitive price, because once it gets past the 30 days and it's the longer it's on the market, again, buyers will have the assumption there's something wrong with the property, or people will question the property. So it's very, very important, the timing. Timing can also mean, in Dubai, for example, there's certain months of the year where there's less buyers in town. For summer, for example, Ramadan, it gets quiet. So, if you wanted to really capitalize and get the best pricing, you want to be really timing the property in terms of having it out there, the best price, at the time when the most people are here, most eyes are here, more tourists are visiting Dubai, or any place for that matter. So you want to make sure it's in a season as well where most people are looking at buying. It's similar with rentals as well. There's always specific months that are more buoyant, more busier, which is why sometimes landlords will wait until those months are active before accepting lower offers, for example. So these are the 5 major points I wanted to cover. If there's any points you think I've missed out or you think are relevant as well, definitely let me know on the comment section below. One last thing to mention is as well, is when you do list your property, you know, you basically have 3 options. Either you list the property where the market is. So if the property market value is 2 million, for example, you list it at 2 million. So you're literally on the market itself. So you've got maybe less room for negotiation, but you put it out there because you want to try and stay competitive. That's one way of working with an agent in terms of pricing. You market it exactly where the market is in terms of pricing. One other way of doing it is you market under what people are assuming a market price is. So if you're a motivated seller, you're competing with a lot of other sellers on the market as well. If everyone's priced it at 2 million, for example, and you really need to sell your property, you would be wiser to market your property at 1.9, 1.95, something that's really going to entice people to see yours above the rest of them. So that's the second point of marketing, pricing it, is you price under the market. One is you price on the market itself. The third option is you price over the market. Now again, over the market really depends how over the market it is. If it's ridiculously high, then it's actually pointless even trying to sell the property, and I wouldn't even take a listing on. But again, not all sellers are motivated sellers. Some sellers may have a timeline where they need to sell, where it's not immediately, it could be 6 months, 9 months. So in that scenario, if you were to maybe put it at a slightly higher price in the market, then it can be seen as acceptable. But again, from an agent's perspective, you're going to make it more difficult to sell. But that is you know, the third option. That's basically the 3 pricing points you would use. Anyway, guys, that's it for the vlog. Subscribe to my channel, comment, send me any queries that you have. If you like the video, definitely like it, share it with your friends as well. And yeah, definitely do reach out if there's any topics that you think you'd like for me to cover. This is a topic that actually got messaged on my YouTube inbox, which is why I'm covering this topic. So yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.